welcome everyone to our first video. My name is Pancho. I'm Devlin. We're here in the beautiful Bahamas in Nassau. So just a quick introduction, what the channel is about. Maybe you can say something about it.
Sure. So we are going to be presenting to you a training program taking our pup here from beginners all the way to advanced. Now I've been training dogs now for over 25 years, and my friend Pancho here has been breeding dogs and working with dogs himself for over probably 10, 15 years. Yeah, 10, 15 years now. So we're well experienced. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we hope you journey with us and as we all learn together.
I'll be mostly behind the camera, so sometimes don't be surprised if you see me popping up here and there. But for now, he's the expert when it comes to dog training. So most of the time, at the beginning at least, you're going to see him. Devin, tell me the roadmap. Okay.
Sure. Well, there are a number of things that we want to take into consideration when we're training our dog. Just some like preliminary understandings, such as dogs have drives, temperament. There are certain commands that you want to introduce to a beginner dog, right? Like example, you see in our pup here, she is very playful. So we want to keep her relaxed and happy so that our training goes well. So we want to excite or build her play drive. Her play drive. Yeah, we thinking of changing her name. Now, full disclosure, right?
Yeah, we ain't too sure yet. We just got her. Like she's around 5 months. So for now, I called her Shadow when I brought her, when I got her, because she was always on my side. Like yeah, sometimes I didn't know where she was, so she was right behind me. So I called her Shadow, but we ain't too sure uh, about the name yet. But for now, we call her Shadow.
It's gonna be girly. Something girly. I'm thinking something girly but still strong. At the end of the day, it's a Doberman, right? So yeah, you want it to be I was a strong girl.
Yeah. All right, awesome.
How about Singer?
Yeah,
You like Singer?
we figure something out.
Figure something out.
Now you realize.
Leash breaking is a very important aspect of training, introducing your dog to the leash. Now, what I got here is a 6-foot training leash. And right now, I'm still using a regular collar. I don't have a training collar on her yet. But as I need to, we'll switch to a training collar. So we're socializing. And what I usually recommend for my clients and for dog trainers is to start up with a control walk. Let all of your walks start off control. Control means I'm expecting her to stay by my left side, and I'm not allowing her to sniff, to poop. The main focus of this moment is to burn energy and for socialization with the real world, which means you're not going to interact with everything you see. You're going to just seamlessly walk through the environment, but stay focused on the handler.
Right here.
Yes. So you notice that I have a little bit of leash pressure. When this leash pressure happens, I stop her from lunging forward, but I offer her a reward. And you notice when she's eating the reward, that leash is slack. So the idea here is to make this moment here, when she's focused on me with a loose leash, the norm. But you're going to see it here in just increments because she's just learning. That's a tap or a pop. And I'm coupling that with the reward to teach her where to be. Now, this particular area is super important I call this the magic spot. If you position your dog with the front paw behind the ankle, right on your left side, that's going to be like her sitting at the desk, as if you were a student in school, and she's ready for whatever I'm going to ask her in this spot. This actually lets her know you're now in class. Most people have challenges with their walks because the dog's not sure if they're on a casual walk or a controlled walk. So a controlled walk again is teaching my dog to walk at my left side with a relaxed leash, front paw slightly behind my ankle. I'll show you what a casual walk looks like. A casual walk allows my dog to explore the environment, to lead the walk, but what I discourage is a tight leash or a taut leash. So every time my dog wants to pull my leash, I'm going to say, let's go, and guide her back to me so my leash could be loose again. Every single time. Let's go. So how do I know when to practice a casual come or let's go? When my dog wants to pull. Let's go. Now what's going to happen is she's going to enjoy coming back. And I'm going to get really sharp comes as a result of this. Let's go. Let's go. So after I'm done with a casual moment, then I'm going to go back to control. And by the way, the command for a control walk is heel, which means, hey, stay by my left heel in the magic spot. Right in, heel. One of the things you can do to help your dog learn to follow your lead is to adjust your pace. So I'm stopping if my dog's pulling until I get a relaxed leash, and I'm changing direction as I need to. Now there's two ways I can hold my treat. I can either hold it in my right hand to kind of close my hand up, kind of like those candies. And that typically, if I have my leash in the left, she's getting desensitized to loud sounds. I think that's the first semi she's ever seen. Let's go. Let's go. I want to remind her, it's all good. Good job. But that's why it's super important to bring your young dogs out into the real world. Once they're vaccinated, of course. They got to experience the sounds and the sights, or else their worldview is so small that they're timid. So back to this, how to hold the treat. So I got the treat in my right hand, and I'm going to close that hand up. And I want to tuck that leash behind me and encourage my dog to walk on my left side in the magic spot. Now I'm going to show you a second way to hold that leash, depending on your needs. Walk freely, man. No. Yeah, man, walk freely. Thank you. Now let's try a sit. Shadow sit. Good job. You notice the push down on the butt with the treat in the air, getting that head up. Now, if I didn't have a treat, I could still rub under the chin and lift that head up while I push down on the butt. Now let's go. Let's switch it up. So this is relax. Now this is the second way to hold the treat. Dog on the left side. I got the treat between my middle finger and my index and my thumb over the treat. And I'm going to drop my hand down. And while she's eating, there's no pulling going on. Notice the loose leash? Now let's try a come, a formal come. And into a sit. Yes, good girl. Now let's try a swing. Swing. Good girl. Into a sit. Good job. Good sit. Now, I hope you guys notice I'm not even giving commands yet.
My goal, this is really our first day training. My goal is to get the behaviors that I want and then associate the commands with those behaviors. But I'm not just going to come out the gate just repeating a bunch of commands, not getting results, and then my dog kind of doesn't understand what I really want.
Good job. Sit. Yes.
Now, it's very challenging to get a dog that's not comfortable or new to an environment to lie down. But I just wanted to see what would happen just now. Let's try it one more time and see if he actually gets relaxed enough to go into a down. You see the sounds? I'm going to let her check it out. Shadow, let's go. Let's go. Yes. Back to control. You. You. Right here. Right here. Good sit. Good job. Good sit.
Yes.
Most dogs want to say hi when they see people, or at least check them out. I'm not letting her do that because I don't want her to believe that every time we see someone or a dog, we're going to go say hi. That's a privilege based on a relaxed, well-behaved dog. And that's actually a formal training routine I call a greeting. Now that brings us to our first official routine, which is called the agreement. Now, the agreement kind of touches on what I mentioned earlier, is teaching my dog to be at the magic spot. So the magic spot is when she's sitting down by my left side, I'm standing, and she's ready for whatever command I'm going to give her. And so the agreement is essentially utilizing a sit to prepare my dog for anything else that I would want. So I'll just demonstrate it. It's very simple, but getting your dog to sit indefinitely can sometimes take a little bit of practice.
Sit. Yes.
And so this is the agreement. And my dog is in the magic spot, front paw behind my ankle, seated. Now I'm going to work on, in a couple of lessons, I'm going to start fading the lure, which means I don't have it constantly in her face. I have the treat up here, and she's still performing.
Watch.
So the second routine after the agreement is called watch me. Because once I got my dog seated at the desk, I want her looking at the chalkboard or looking at me focused. So I'm going to say, watch me, and drop that treat down and solicit eye contact. Watch me.
Yes. Yes.
Eye contact.
Yes.
Finish.
Good girl. Yes.
So we're building trust. A big chunk of what's going on right now is we're introducing her to the real world and showing her that if you're with me, you're safe. I want to make sure that we're not around anything that's going to harm us. And if I call you back to me, then come on back because it's a good thing. Let's go. So when you're doing a casual walk, I orient my dog to my body, and she can do a complete circle around me, except I don't let her pull me anywhere. So that way she learns I'm not going to reward her for pulling by going in the direction she wants to go. So there's going to come a time when maybe if we're doing scent work or nose work, I'm going to ask her to lead. But that comes with training, with a dog that understands that leading is a privilege, essentially. Now, if you notice, every time I call her back, I'm aiming for eye contact or focus. When you're socializing and you're training, thank you. And once you enter a space where there's people, or something that you want your dog to kind of be safe from, you're going to go back to a control walk. You
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.